everyone, and welcome to another story. This one feels like it might come at a weird time, but we've been talking about Christmas at church, so why not make the story revolve around Christmas? Christmas in July. Today's story is about how the Magi brought gifts to Jesus. But first, what the heck is a Magi?
Ooh!
Hey kid, I usually do this whole in front of the camera thing alone, so if you don't mind. Jonathan, you leave the door unlocked? There's a kid in here. You know what? Well, I guess since you're here, feel free to get involved. Get involved while you're here. Might as well.
Is it a shorter word for magician?
And presto! A freshly baked roll with Texas Roadhouse cinnamon butter. No, it's not. No.
Is it a king?
Royal and handsome. Well, kind of weird to explain this. At some point, people would say they were kings, but in fact they were not.
I don't know. Is it a duck?
No, I'm not a duck. Despicable. It's not a duck. Actually, a magi is like a wise man. I don't know if it's the clothes or what, but are you feeling pretty wise right now?
Yeah, I feel like I could read the stars.
Yeah, they're saying something, all right.
Yeah. All right, cut. Yeah, that's great, guys. Perfect take.
We got it? Nice.
Man, wasn't there supposed to be, a third guy, like Harry or something?
You didn't hear?
No.
Last minute budget cuts. Showbiz, am I right?
Right.
And these wise men were usually astronomers. And these astronomers could read the stars like you or I reading a story in a book. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I like that. I think I prefer a magician.
I get that. They're not really pulling rabbits out of hats or anything like that. But these wise men.
How many were there? 1? 2? A gajillion?
The Bible doesn't actually tell us how many there were. It's just that we know that there are 3 gifts given to Jesus, and so we just see 3 wise men coming to see Jesus. But there could have been many more.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So let's stick with the traditional look of the story. So these 3 magi start on their journey.
Wait a second. How'd they even know to go on a journey?
Well, as the story goes, it is said that they saw something in the stars. Remember how we told you that the astronomers could read the stars? Well, they saw a new star, one that we now know as the Northern Star, and they knew that it meant something, the arrival of a child who would change the world.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
It is. So back to our story. So these wise men began to follow the star towards it, and when they arrived into Jerusalem, they began asking people around them.
Where is this child who has been born King of the Jews?
For we have observed his star and its rising, and have come to pay him homage.
Okay. Wait. Homage? What's that mean?
Basically, it means that they came to give the baby the respect. They wanted to show that even though they were not Jews, they knew that this baby was significant and deserved their honor and respect. This was a pretty big deal.
Okay.
Yeah. So back to the story. The wise men were asking these people all around them about where this child could possibly be. Some had heard of the child being born, but no one knew where he was yet. And King Herod heard that these wise men were asking around, so he asked his own scribes and priests,
"Where's this Messiah to be born?"
You see, the king knew that this was a threat. He was supposed to be king, and this was going to be someone who would possibly try to replace him, this king of the Jews. But King Herod didn't know that this was the Lord's son. That would change everything. So he asked the wise men,
"When exactly did you see the star appear? Go to Bethlehem and search diligently for him. And when you have found him, send word, so that I may also go visit him and pay him homage."
Sure, we can go look there.
Thank you.
That seemed off to you, right? You really think he wants to worship this kid?
I don't know. I think he wants to kill him.
What?
Weird, right?
The Magi set out on their journey once again, following the star in the sky. and it seemed to be moving in front of them, leading them to the place where the child lay. And once it stopped, the Magi were overwhelmed with joy. I am so excited.
I can't believe we're here.
We've walked forever.
I know. I mean, do you think he'll like know my name?
I doubt it. He's a baby.
Maybe people will remember us though.
I hope so. I went through a lot of pairs of shoes for this.
For real.
The wise men entered the home, and they were in awe and wonder. And they each gave a gift to the Messiah. The gift of gold. The gift of myrrh. Harry really wishes he could be here to give this fine gift of myrrh. Producers. Hollywood. And the gift of frankincense.
Frankincense.
Wait. You're telling me that these Magi gave gifts to Jesus of myrrh and frankincense? I know what gold is, but those other two seem so lame.
They might seem boring to us now, but back in the day, those were some really special treasures. You see, what you could do with those is you could burn them and make a space more holy. Or you could use them to anoint heads and people could know how special you were from your smell. You see, they seem odd to us, but they were really special back then.
Okay. I guess I get that.
Now, back to our story, and maybe interrupted for the last time? I doubt it. Anyways, these Magi were feeling great after what they had just done. But their job was not finished. They knew that they were supposed to go and tell King Herod about where this child was. But that night, when they went to sleep, they all had the same dream. A dream that warned them that King Herod did not have good intentions for this Messiah. So what they did is, when they left to go home, they took a different route than when they came, so that they wouldn't run into the king or get caught. They didn't want King Herod to know about this kid, the kid who would change the world. It's a pretty marvelous story.
Yeah, I like it. But what does it mean?
You know, that's a great question. And the story actually tells us a number of things. For one, it tells us to listen to God, to avoid dangers. Another, it tells us that even those who didn't believe in God knew that Jesus was going to be significant. And maybe most importantly of all, it tells us that we all have gifts to bring to Jesus' feet. Maybe it's not a gift of gold. Maybe it's your gift of singing or just being kind. And I hope all of you watching are thinking about what gifts you might have to bring to the table. Well, so many stories, but not that much time. So, until next time, be kind, do good, and love your neighbors. Oops. Go again.
All right, cut. Yeah, that's great, guys. Perfect take.